What's up guys, today I have a Wi-Fi battle for you guys. This is versus my good friend Cobanermani456. He's a very well-known YouTuber and most of you know him, but you should definitely check him out. So I'm using the same team which I used against Cody. I just made some changes to fix the weaknesses and now I'm good to go. On the other side, Kobe is also using very powerful looking team. That's Mega Heracross, Togekiss, Aegislash, Goodra are all threats. So if you do not know, Kobe uses very unique stuff and very uncommon sets on his Pokemon, which are really interesting to watch. So yeah, let's get into this. I saw the Smeargle on the team preview, and Smeargle likes to lead off and set up entry hazards and put things to sleep, and I do not like that. So I lead off with my Rotom, and 9 out of 10 Rotoms these days are Resto Chesto, at least on the Wi-Fi. So I'm able to wake up with my Chesto Berry and break his Focus Sash with the Volt Switch and then go into my Conkeldurr to scare the Smeargle out with a Mach Punch. So this way he's not able to get any kind of entry hazards, and he brings in this Aegislash thinking that I cannot touch him, but no, I smack him with a knockoff for a lot of damage, and then he goes to the King Shield next turn. It really does not matter to me as he's gonna die next turn regardless of what he does. So he goes for the +2 Shadow Sneak. That does not even do half. Wow, Conkeldurr is a boss. So I'm able to finish off this Aegislash. So he brings in this Rotom. I am on -2 attack. I cannot do much to him, so I switch into my own Rotom, and turns out that he is a dual screener Rotom. I haven't seen that Rotom in a decade. It's so uncommon, and I guess he's the only one running it, so yeah. And I go for the Volt Switch, go into my Weeinasaur to Mega Evolve and scare him out. So he goes into his Goodra, and it's time to Mega Evolve. I predicted him to switch into his Goodra, so I went for the Sludge Bomb over the Giga Drain, and here I'm gonna get a very lucky poison with the Sludge Bomb. Now this is gonna be really helpful in the long run, and had I not got this poison, I would have switched into my Heatran to eventually Toxic this thing. So I'm gonna switch into my Conkeldurr to see that this Goodra is Acid Armor Goodra, which is really dangerous, and if Kobe is running Rest on this thing, this Goodra will be a pain to take down. So I'm gonna go for the Ice Punch with my Conkeldurr. It does like 1%, maybe even less, and this thing is eating up my Ice Punches. So he has a Reflect, a Light Screen, and +2 defense up, and this Goodra is gonna be really a pain to take down. But I'm gonna get some damage with the Ice Punches, and this Toxic damage is also starting to rack up. So this is gonna be helpful, and he's gonna finish off my Conkeldurr with a Dragon Pulse. So my Conkeldurr is down, and I did not know his last move. Until now, I knew that he had Acid Armor, Dragon Pulse, and Ice Beam. And alas, we see the last move on his Goodra. So he's carrying Thunderbolt, and I expected him to go for the rest. That's why I went for the Roar, and maybe I was just thinking way too much. So this Roar drags out his Heracross. I do not want to take a close combat, so I'm gonna switch into my physical defensive Mega Venusaur, and he's gonna go for the Earthquake by Mega Evolving, and this does not do too much, and he will not be able to knock me out with any of his moves. So he brings in this Goodra. I go for the Synthesis, and I'm gonna get my HP back up to full. Now here my thought process was that this Goodra poses no threat to my Mega Venusaur or even to my Heatran, so this is the time to set up the late game Stealth Rocks, because that Togekiss has still not come out yet, and when it comes in, it will lose like quarter of its health. So yeah, it's gonna be really helpful. So I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks this turn with my Heatran as he goes for the Thunderbolt. Even if this Goodra had Focus Blast, my Heatran is fully specially defensive. It can take Focus Blast from an uninvested Goodra. So this Toxic damage has racked up, and he can only live for like 2 turns. And here I decided to switch into my Venusaur, because if his Goodra died when my Heatran was on the field, he could have easily brought in the Mega Heracross and then went for the close combat on whatever thing I brought in to take the hit. So I really did not want to deal with that situation, so that's why I switched into my Mega Venusaur, because this thing has very good matchup against most of his Pokemon except the Togekiss, because Togekiss can go for Air Slash and kill it. So in comes this Smeargle after the Goodra dies. He sets up his sticky web before I kill him, and my team really does not care about the sticky web, as most of my team is very slow, and the only thing that's not slow is my Scarf Garchomp, and even that thing can outspeed his entire team even without the choice Scarf, so I was really not worried about this sticky web thing. So I go for the Volt Switch on this Rotom, and my Wash Rotom vaults his Togekiss very nicely, and I need that thing for the Togekiss. So I switch into my Venusaur on this dual screener Rotom to kill this thing off with the Gigadane, but no, he lives with like 10 HP and he's able to go for the Will-O-Wisp and get a burn on my Venusaur, which is not really a big deal, and I'm okay with that. So in comes this Togekiss. The only thing that he has left is his Mega Heracross and this Togekiss, and I saw the Citrus Berry on the Togekiss, and one part of me was thinking that maybe this man is not running Roost on this Togekiss, and the other part of me was thinking that maybe he is running Roost because there is no Togekiss without Roost. So I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch and go into my Heatran, thinking that he cannot touch my Heatran, and I can easily go for the Toxic if this Togekiss wants to Roost stall me, and alas, he gets the boost from the Ancient Power to his 5 stats, and I've not seen much Togekiss with Ancient Power, and all this time I was thinking that his Togekiss cannot touch my Heatran, but no, he has Aura Sphere and he's gonna get a huge amount of damage on my Heatran as I go for the Roar, so he does not have Dazzling Gleam or Roost on his Togekiss, which is mind-blowing. So in comes this Mega Heracross, and now here I played a little bit of mind games, as last time when his Mega Heracross was in on my Heatran, I switched into my Mega Weeinasaur. So this time I'm actually gonna stay in and take the Pin Missile, as I thought that he will predict my Venusaur switch in and go for the Pin Missile, and he does the same. So this way I'm able to get some Lava Plume damage on this Heracross, and he's at a point where my Mega Venusaur Sludge Bomb will be able to easily take him out. So he's gonna go for the Pin Missile, and this actually does a lot of damage. Had I switched this Mega Venusaur when he predicted me to do that, my Venusaur would have been dead. So I'm able to go for the Sludge Bomb and finish off this Mega Heracross, and his last Pokemon is his Togekiss, and the Stealth Rock damage and the poison damage is too much real for this thing, and I'm gonna finish this thing off with my Rotom Wash by going for the Volt Switch, and that's a good game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment down below answering the comments question of the day, and I really had so much fun in this battle. Kobe's awesome, so make sure you check him out, and yeah, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.